Reddit, what is the most interesting not safe for work fact? On average, a man will ejaculate 14 gallons of semen during the course of their lifetime. An Olympic-sized swimming pool holds 660,430 gallons of water. So, it would take 47,174 men to stand around a pool jacking off for about 40 years to fill it up. Girls can put a finger in their vagina and a finger in their ass and feel each other through the little wall separating them, and often do so while loudly singing Adele. You can also carry them like this when they are drunk, like a bowling ball. The average penis size is just a little bigger than yours. I find it hard to believe that the average is 2 inches. Some women orgasm during childbirth. I read an unfortunate post on here a few weeks ago about a woman who achieved the ultimate orgasm while giving birth. OP said she went to great lengths trying to achieve the same orgasm, but couldn't come close to what she felt while giving birth, so she devised a brilliant plan to get pregnant again with the expectation that she'd have another awe-inspiring orgasm while giving birth again. Unfortunately, that didn't happen the second time around. Imagine knowing the only reason you were born was to give your mom another earth-shattering orgasm. One male produces enough sperm in 2 weeks to impregnate all the women on the planet. We need to find this male and keep him away from our women. A woman's uterus can fall out of her vagina if the muscles are too weak. Kegels intensify. This is called a prolapse. It is fucking terrifying. Edit. Yes, it can happen to the rectum too. Also RIP inbox, this actually happened to me. Scary ass things seeing your cervix. It's not supposed to be visible, at least not to me. It's easier to clean up semen with cold water, as opposed to warm water. If you've ever jerked in the shower, this should be common knowledge. There are 7 calories in a teaspoon of semen. That's why OP's mom is so fat. The British also tried to use semen as invisible ink during World War I, the biggest complaint being, the letters would start to have a pungent odor after a while. I posted this last time there was a similar thread. On the Lewis and Clark expedition, they brought along Clark's slave. The native peoples didn't believe someone could have skin so dark, and frequently spit on him, and tried to rub the color off. Once they realized it couldn't be rubbed off, they often refused to let the expedition leave, until he had slept with their wives. I'm just imagining, when they demand he sleeps with all their wives, the black dude is just looking at the camera, like he's on The Office. A pig can maintain a 40-minute orgasm. Only an animal that experiences that much pleasure can become bacon. Seniors in nursing, retirement homes account for a large percentage of STI diagnoses. Due to the non-risk of conceiving children, many don't choose barrier method protection, and so chlamydia is rife in a good number of nursing homes. As a future old lady, this makes me very happy somehow. Why wait? I'll give you chlamydia now. The skin of your inner cheek is the same tissue as that inside of a vagina. Everyone just ran their tongue along the inside of their cheeks. After reading this, I stuck my finger in my mouth. Sperm can live inside a vagina for 5 days. So can I. I lived in a uterus for around 9 months. If you stupidly had unprotected sex, and now it's a pregnancy scare, it will live for 10 days. If you are trying to get pregnant, and having trouble with it, it will live for half a day. I swear the sperm knows, and it's just trying to fuck with us all. My husband is currently undergoing chemotherapy, and we cannot have unprotected sex, because his semen is poisonous. I could actually start showing the same symptoms, nausea, hair loss, that he can expect. I think most people know about nausea and hair loss associated with chemotherapy, but neither of us has ever heard about semen being dangerous. However, the warning is kind of moot, as he has lost his sex drive. Average flaccid penis is 3.5 inches, average erect is 5.5. There is very little protein in semen. 75% of women cannot orgasm from penetration alone. Most men reach orgasm in about 5 minutes. Jonah Falcon claims to have the biggest penis, 12 inches. Edit. Thanks weapon, he claims it is 13.5 inches, lol, I'm totally average when erect. Flaccid? It's like a button on a furlong coat. Edit. And now my top comment is about my tiny flaccid dick. A woman was recorded to have 134 orgasms in an hour, the same record for man is 16. I know the penis status of every single U.S. president. George Washington to Dwight D. Eisenhower were all intact. Kennedy was circumcised at age 21. From him to Trump, all presidents except Ronald Reagan were circumcised. The human body uses all kinds of good bacteria. The vagina especially needs them to fight off infections. One of those bacteria is related to the same kind that is used to make yogurt. And indeed, you can make yogurt from female love juices. Trump was in a porn movie in the year 2000. I didn't know that Home Alone 2 was a porno. Ducks will rape other ducks, and they will also rape dead ducks. Also, swans can be gay. Don't make me cry, dude. Vaginal fluid is largely comprised of blood plasma, which is why blood makes such good lube. Okay, maybe that was a fact and an opinion. One time my wife, then girlfriend, and I were going at it in a dark hotel room, and about 3 or 4 minutes and it felt much smoother than usual, like just silky smooth. I commented on it, and she moaned something like, God, then all of a sudden sat up and flipped the light on. I looked down, and my junk, her legs, my legs, and the sheets were covered with blood. I freaked the fuck out, and so did she. She was just embarrassed, because she knew she must have gotten her period. I just immediately thought one of us must be gravely injured. Turns out it was her period. I jumped into the shower with her, to console her, and yeah, to clean period blood off my cock. When she'd cleaned up we ended up laying down a towel, and going at it some more. Yeah, period sex winds up making it look like your dick just murdered the pussy. I mean, it did, but not literally. What's the point of having a sword, if you never want to get blood on it? All male felines, from house cats to lions, have barbed penises. When felines mate, it fucking hurts the female, right in the vagina. This pain signals her body to release an egg for fertilization. Aren't you glad humans evolved to have nice feelings during reproduction? ETA. Also, the barbs serve to scrape out any rival semen that may have been in the cat's vagina before. Yep. Kangaroos have not 1, not 2, but 3 vaginas. Okay, story time. One time my vet friend was taking care of a wallaby kangaroo mix. It was hopping around, just jamming along while we played Captain. Eventually, it came over to us, and we started to play with it, and pet and stuff. Well, my best friends held it, and she told me to feel the inside of its pouch. The pouches aren't on the direct front of the tummy, like the media would have you believe. It's more on the underside. Well, the wallaroo was a girl, and the pouch was velvety soft and warm, so I continued to feel it. It felt pretty weird and cool. The wallaroo was really digging me feeling the pouch. It stretched out like a dog having its belly rubbed. My vet friend looked down, and said something like, "Hey, that's not its pouch." I looked down, and realized that for a solid 45 seconds, I had been finger blasting a wallaroo, and that little whore was really digging it. Brazil nuts are sexually transmissible, that is if the man eats some, and his partner is allergic to them, his ejaculate may cause an allergic reaction. Female hyenas have vestigial penises, that are often larger than the actual penises of males. If you close your eyes and act as if you're shaking an invisible salt shaker over your tongue, you will eventually begin to taste salt due to a placebo effect. Works better if there are people around. The ambience of their noise making will prevent the brain from realizing there is no actual salt. Wow, did not expect that to work. If you slap a nipple, it will get hard within 7 seconds. Works on males and females. My wife did not appreciate being woken up. Also, I could confirm the theory, because she moved to the spare room in less than 7 seconds. Everyone's anus wrinkles are as unique as their fingerprint wrinkles, was a recent teal. Found a new way to unlock my iPhone. Thanks a lot for watching. In the comments under this video, write what is the most obscene fact you know, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.